Hi, I'm Sean Bullard. I am the chairman of the Book and Author Committee here at the National Press Club. I want to thank everyone for coming out today. It's greatly appreciated. I see that there are a lot of kids here out in the balcony playing hooky today, and if you need an explanation for your teacher, Larry Littman, the president of the Press Club, is a very good writer. Following custom, I will introduce our guest. She will then offer us some magical insight into her new book, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. And then I would like to encourage those of you who have questions to print them on the index cards provided at each table, and then pass them forward. Following questions, I will wrap up the event promptly so that our guest has time to sign books, and I believe also to catch a plane. Please be respectful of this fact. We are going to allow one signed book per person at the very beginning, and if there is time allowed, we will then sign additional books. But please, she needs to be out of here by 2 o'clock today. And finally, I would like to remind you of next week's Book and Author Wrap at the National Press Club. On the evening of October the 26th, the Book and Author Committee will present The New Thing, A Silicon Valley Story by Michael Lewis. A while ago, I read in the New York Times that Harry Potter was destined for greatness. Forgive me for my ignorance, but earlier this year I had no idea who Harry Potter was. My wife and I had twins about 5 months ago. I did know one thing. J.K. Rowling and her young wizard with the lightning bolt scar was taking America by storm. Whether on the train to work, in the bookstore, or on the phone with my 12-year-old nephew, everyone was raving about this bespectacled kid named Harry Potter. I kid you not, recently, a complete stranger on the train begged me to take his business card and get it signed by our guest so that he could give it to his son. And I do have it in my pocket, and it is signed. So that PR executive from New Jersey will have it in the mail in the next couple of days. It's only appropriate that as if by magic, Harry Potter seems to have appeared out of nowhere. It is as if one day we were without the centuries-old Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, and the next, America couldn't imagine life without Harry Potter. And as if having over 5 million books in circulation isn't enough, and both kids and adults clamoring for her books, our guest has captured the triple crown of publishing. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, and today's book have rocketed to the top 3 bestseller slots in recent weeks. In short, Harry Potter's Hocus Pocus has catapulted our guest near legendary status. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you best-selling children's author, winner of rave reviews on both sides of the Atlantic, and creator of Harry Potter, J.K. Rowling.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's really wonderful to be here. I'm going to do a short reading for you and then take questions. I like them best. I'm sorry. I know you're the people. I like them best. I'm playing to the gallery today. So a brief reading now. I'm actually going to do a reading from the first book, Sorcerer's Stone. There's a very practical reason for this. I have a good short reading in this one, and we don't have that much time, and I really would like to spend the time answering questions. I think that would be better. So this is the moment when Harry buys his most important piece of equipment for Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, which is, of course, his wand. What else? This is what happens in the wand shop. Harry has gone there with Hagrid, who is one of my favourite characters, you know, the giant gamekeeper from the school. And he's about to meet Mr. Ollivander, the famed wand maker. "Good afternoon," said a soft voice. Harry jumped. Hagrid must have jumped too, because there was a loud crunching noise and he got quickly off the spindly chair. An old man was standing before them, his wide, pale eyes shining like moons through the gloom of the shop. "Hello," said Harry awkwardly. "Ah, yes," said the man. Yes, I thought I'd be seeing you soon. Harry Potter. It wasn't a question. You have your mother's eyes. It seems only yesterday she was in here herself buying her first wand. 10¼ inches long, swishy, made of willow. Nice wand for charm work. Mr. Ollivander moved closer to Harry. Harry wished he would blink. Those silvery eyes were a bit creepy. Your father, on the other hand, favoured a mahogany wand. 11 inches, pliable. A little more power and excellent for transfiguration. Well, I say your father favoured it. It's really the wand that chooses the wizard, of course. Mr. Ollivander had come so close that he and Harry were almost nose to nose. Harry could see himself reflected in those misty eyes. And that's where Mr. Ollivander touched the lightning scar on Harry's forehead with a long white finger. I'm sorry to say I sold the wand that did it, he said softly. 13½ inches, you. Powerful wand, very powerful, and in the wrong hands. Well, if I'd known what that wand was going out into the world to do. He shook his head, and then, to Harry's relief, spotted Hagrid. Rubeus Hagrid, how nice to see you again. Oak, 16 inches, rather bendy, wasn't it? It was, sir, yes, said Hagrid. Good wand, that one, but I suppose they snapped it in half when you got expelled, said Mr. Ollivander, suddenly stern. Yes, they did, yes, said Hagrid, shuffling his feet. I've got the pieces, though, he added brightly. But you don't use them, said Mr. Ollivander sharply. Oh, no, sir, said Hagrid quickly. Harry noticed he gripped his pink umbrella very tightly as he spoke. Said Mr. Ollivander, giving Hagrid a piercing look. Well, now, Mr. Potter, let me see. He pulled a long tape measure with silver markings out of his pocket. Which is your wand arm? Well, I'm right-handed, said Harry. Hold out your arm, that's it. He measured Harry from shoulder to finger, then wrist to elbow, shoulder to floor, knee to armpit, and round his head. As he measured, he said, Every Ollivander wand has a core of a powerful magical substance, Mr. Potter. We use unicorn hairs, phoenix tail feathers, and the heartstrings of dragons. No two Ollivander wands are the same, just as no two unicorns, dragons, or phoenixes are quite the same. And, of course, you will never get such good results with another wizard's wand. Harry suddenly realised that the tape measure, which was measuring between his nostrils, was doing this on its own. Mr. Ollivander was flitting around the shelves, taking down boxes. That will do, he said, and the tape measure crumpled into a heap on the floor. Right then, Mr. Potter, try this one. Beechwood and dragon heartstring, 9 inches, nice and flexible. Just take it and give it a wave. Harry took the wand and, feeling foolish, waved it around a bit. But Mr. Ollivander snatched it out of his hand almost at once. Maple and phoenix feather, 7 inches, quite whippy. Try? Harry tried, but he had hardly raised the wand when it, too, was snatched back by Mr. Ollivander. No. Here, ebony and unicorn hair, 8½ inches, springy. Go on, try it out. Harry tried and tried. He had no idea what Mr. Ollivander was waiting for. The pile of tried wands was mounting higher and higher on the spindly chair, but the more wands Mr. Ollivander pulled from the shelves, the happier he seemed to become. Tricky customer, eh? Not to worry, we'll find the perfect match here somewhere. I wonder now. Yes, why not? Unusual combination. Holly and phoenix feather, 11 inches, nice and supple. Harry took the wand. He felt a sudden warmth in his fingers. He raised the wand above his head, brought it swishing down through the dusty air, and a stream of red and gold sparks shot from the end like a firework, throwing dancing spots of light onto the walls. Hagrid whooped and clapped, and Mr. Ollivander cried, Oh, bravo! Yes, indeed, oh, very good. Well. How curious. How very curious. He put Harry's wand back into its box and wrapped it in brown paper, still muttering, Curious. Sorry, said Harry, but what's curious? Mr. Ollivander fixed Harry with his pale stare. I remember every wand I've ever sold, Mr. Potter. Every single wand. It so happens that the phoenix whose tail feather is in your wand gave another feather. Just one other. It is very curious indeed that you should be destined for this wand when its brother gave you that scar. Okay. Right, we're doing questions.
Yes. You know, it sounds so much better when you're reading it.